Om Shanti. Murli date 23rd of October 2024. Baptada Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children. Your pilgrimage is of the intellect. It is this that is called the spiritual pilgrimage. You consider yourselves to be souls, not bodies. To consider yourself to be a body means to dangle upside down. What type of respect do the people who have the pomp of Maya receive? Answer. Devilish respect. People give someone a little respect today, but they will disrespect that person tomorrow and insult him. Maya has been disrespectful to everyone and made them impure. The Father has come to make you into those with divine respect. Om Shanti. The spiritual father asks, you spirits, where are you sitting? You would say, we are sitting in the spiritual university of the world. Those people don't understand the word spiritual. There are many world universities, but this is the only one spiritual university in the world. The one teaching you is just the one. What is he teaching you? Spiritual knowledge. So, this is a spiritual university, spiritual patashala, place of study. Who is teaching you this spiritual knowledge? Only you children know that. At this time, only the spiritual father teaches you this spiritual knowledge. And this is why he is also called the teacher. The spiritual father is teaching you. Okay, what will happen then? You children know that you are establishing your original eternal deity religion with this spiritual knowledge. There is the establishment of the one religion and then the destruction of all the other religions. You now know what the connection is between this spiritual knowledge and all other religions. The one religion is established through this spiritual knowledge. Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the world. That would be called the spiritual world. The spiritual world. You study Raj Yoga with this spiritual knowledge. The kingdom is being established. Acha. What connection is there with the other religions? All the other religions will be destroyed because when you became pure, you need a new world. All the innumerable religions will end and just the one religion will remain. That is called the kingdom of peace in the world. There is now an impure kingdom of peacelessness and there will then be a pure kingdom of peace. Now that there are innumerable religions, there is so much peacelessness. All are impure. It is the kingdom of Ravan. You children know that the 5 wishes have definitely now to be renounced. You will not take them with you. A soul carries good and bad sanskaras with himself. The Father is now telling you about became pure. There is no sorrow in that pure world. Who is the one teaching you this spiritual knowledge? The spiritual father, the father of all souls. What would the spiritual father teach you? Spiritual knowledge. There is no need for any books etc. in this. You simply have to consider yourselves to be soul and remember the Father and become pure. By remembering the Father, your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. This is the pilgrimage of remembrance. The word pilgrimage is good. Those are physical pilgrimages, whereas this is a spiritual pilgrimage. In those pilgrimages, you have to go on foot and use your hands and feet. Here, you don't have to do anything. You just have to have remembrance. You may tour around anywhere, sit, walk around, but just consider yourself to be souls and remember the Father. It is not anything difficult. You just have to have remembrance. This is the reality. Previously, you were moving along in the wrong way. Instead of considering yourself to be souls, you consider yourself to be bodies. So that is called dangling upside down. You consider yourself to be a soul. Is to be the right way up. When Allah comes, He comes and makes you pure. The word of Allah is pure and the word of Ravan is impure. Anyone has been turned upside down because of body consciousness. You now have to become soul conscious just the once. So you are the children of Allah. You would not say, Allahu, God is, God exists. You always signal upwards with your finger, and this proves that He is Allah. So, there must surely be something else here. I am a child of that Allah, the Father. We are brothers. To say Allahu means that all of us are the Father. It becomes reversed. But no, there is just the one Father. You have to remember Him. Allah is ever pure. Allah sits here Himself and teaches you. People became so confused about little things. They celebrate Shiva's birthday. Sri Krishna is the first prince of heaven. The unlimited Father gives this one the fortune of the kingdom. Sri Krishna is the number one prince of the new world of heaven that the Father establishes. The Father sits here and shows you children the way to become pure. You children know that heaven, which is called paradise, the land of Vishnu, has now become the past. It will then become the future. The cycle continues to turn. You children now receive this knowledge. You have to imbibe it and then inspire others to imbibe it. Each one of you has to become a teacher. Do not think that by becoming a teacher, you will become Lakshmi or Narayan. No. By becoming a teacher, you will create subjects. The more you benefit others, the higher the status you will claim. You will have that awareness. The Father says, when you travel by train, you can explain the badge to people. The Father is the purifier and the liberator. He is the one who makes you pure. Many have to be remembered on the path of devotion. They even say that animals such as elephants, horse, fishes, alligators, etc. are incarnations. They continue to worship them. They think that God is omnipresent, that He is in everyone, that they should feed everyone. Acha, if they say that God is in every particle, then how would they feed Him? It is as though they have completely lost all understanding. Lakshmi and Narayan and the deities etc. will not do this work. They, devotees, give food to ants, to so and so etc. So the Father explains, you are religio-political. You know that you are establishing religion. There is a military to establish the kingdom, but you are the incognito. Yours is a spiritual university. All the human beings of the world will leave those religions and go their home. All souls will go back. That is the home where souls reside. You are now studying at the confluence age and you will then go and rule in the golden age. There won't be any other religions. It is written in the song, Baba, no one else can give us what you give us. All the sky and earth becomes yours. You became the masters of the whole world. You understand this now. You will have forgotten all these things in the new world. This is called spiritual knowledge. It is in the intellects of you children that you claim the kingdom every 5,000 years and that you then lose it. This cycle of 84 births continue to turn. So, you have to study. Because only then you will be able to depart. If you don't study, you won't be able to go to the new world. There is a limited number there. You will go there and attain a status number-wise according to the efforts you make. Not all you people study. If everyone were to study, they would also all claim the kingdom in their next birth. There is a limit to the number of those who study. Only those who go to the golden and silver ages will study. Many of your subjects continue to be created. Those who come later will not be able to burn their. If souls are sinful souls, they will experience punishment and claim a very low status. That would be disrespectful. Those who have Maya's respect at this time will be insulted. This is godly respect, whereas that is devilish respect. There is the difference of day and night between godly, that is divine respect, and devilish respect. We were those with devilish respect, and we were now once again becoming those with divine respect. By having devilish respect, you became complete beggars. This is the world of thrones. And so, that is disrespect. Is it not? Then, you became those who are very respectable, as are the king and queen, so the subjects. The unlimited Father is making you very highly respectable, and so you also have to make that much effort. Everyone says, I want to make myself so highly respectable that I became Narayan from an ordinary man or Lakshmi from an ordinary woman. No one is given greater respect than they are. People listen to the religious story of changing from an ordinary man into Narayan. The story of immortality and the story of the third eye are the same. Only at this time do you listen to this story. You children were the masters of the world, and you then continue to come down while taking 84 births. You will now take the first number birth. You claim a very high status in your first number birth. Rama makes you respectable, whereas Ravan makes you disrespectful. It is only by studying this knowledge that you attain liberation and liberation in life. For half of each cycle, Ravana's name is not mentioned. These things now enter the intellects of you children, and that too is number-wise. You became sensible every cycle in this way, number-wise, according to your efforts. Maya makes you careless. You then forget to remember the unlimited Father. God is teaching you. He has now become your teacher. Even then, some remain absent and do not study. They have the habit of stumbling from door to door. Those who don't pay attention to their studies are then given a job. They do laundry work, etc. There is no need to study, etc. For that, people in business became multimillionaires. They cannot become as wealthy through a job. They would receive a fixed. You study for the sovereignty of the world. Here, you say that you are residents of Bharat. Then, later, you would be called the masters of the world. There is no other religion. There is only the deity religion. The Father is making you into the masters of the world, and so you have to follow these directions. Let there be no evil spirit or vice in you. Those evil spirits are very bad. The health of lustful people continues to deteriorate. They lose their strength. This vice of lust has completely finished all your strength. The consequence of that has been that your lifespans have continued to become shorter. You became those who indulged in sensual pleasures, bogies. Those who are lustful are those who are indulged in sensual pleasures and became diseased. There is no vices there. So, yogis are constantly healthy and their lifespans are 150 years. Death doesn't come to anyone there. They relate a story about this. A person was asked whether he wanted happiness first or sorrow first. He was told to answer that he wants happiness first, because once he goes into happiness, death will not come to him there. Death cannot push its way in there. They have made a religious story about this. The Father explains, there is no death in the land of happiness. There is no kingdom of Ravan there. Later, when you became vicious, death comes to you. They have made so many religious stories, such as that death took someone away and that such and such happened. Neither can death be seen, nor can a soul be seen. Those are called tall stories. There are many stories that just please the ears. The father now explains there is never untimely death there. Their lifespans are long and they remain pure. They are 16 celestial degrees full, and then the degrees gradually decrease until there are no degrees left. I am without virtues. I have no virtues. There is an organization of children who call themselves Nirgun, without virtue. They say, we have no virtues. Make us virtuous. Make us full of all virtues. The father now says, you have to become pure. Everyone has to die. There will not be so many people in the golden age. There are now so many people. Their children are born through the power of yoga. Here, people continue to have so many children. The father still says, remember the father. That father teaches you, and you remember the teacher who teaches you. You know that Shubaba is teaching you. You also know what he is teaching you. So, you have to have yoga with the father and the teacher. This knowledge is very elevated. This is now a student life for all of you. Have you ever seen such a university where children, young adults and old people are studied together? It is just in this one school where the one teacher teaches everyone and where Brahma himself also studies. It is a wonder. Shubaba is teaching you. This Brahma is also listening. Children and old people, anyone can study here. You are studying this knowledge. You too have now begun to teach others. Day by day, time continues to become shorter. You have now gone into the unlimited. You know how this cycle of 5,000 years has passed by. At first, there was the one religion, and there are now so many religions. This cannot be called a sovereignty now. This is called the rule of the people by the people. In the very beginning, religion was very powerful. We were the masters of the whole world. People have now become irreligious. They have no religion. They all have the 5 vices in them. The unlimited father says, children, now have patience because you will be in the kingdom of Ravan for just a short time longer. If you study well, you will go to a land of happiness. This is a land of sorrow. Remember your land of peace and land of happiness and continue to forget this land of sorrow. The Father of souls give you directions. O spiritual children, you spiritual children heard that through those organs. When you souls were Sato Pradhan in the golden age, your bodies were also first class and Sato Pradhan. You were very wealthy. Now, look what you have to become by taking rebirth. There is the difference of day and night. In the day, we were in heaven. In the night, we were in hell. This is called the day and night of Brahma and the Brahmins. You have been stumbling around in the darkness of the night for 63 births. You have been wandering around. None of you could find God. This is called the game of the mage. Therefore, the Father tells you the news of the beginning, middle and end of the whole world. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you spiritual children. Spiritual children says, Namaste to spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First point. Renounce the habit of stumbling from door to door and study God's teaching with attention. Never be absent. Definitely become a teacher like the father. Study and then teach others too. Second point. Listen to the true story of the true Narayan and became Narayan from an ordinary human. You have to make yourself respectable. Never become influenced by evil spirits, vices, and thereby lose your respect. Blessing. May you stay constantly happy in the awareness of your relationship and attainment and thereby became a easy yogi. The basis of having easy yoga are your relationship and attainments. Love develops on the basis of the relationship, and where there are the attainments, the mind and intellect easily go there. Remember your relationship with the right of mind. Say, My Baba, from your heart, and there the treasures of power, knowledge, virtues, happiness, peace, bliss, and love that you have received from the Father will then emerge in your awareness. There will be limitless happiness. From this, you will become an easy yogi. Slogan: became free from any consciousness of bodies and all other relationship will automatically finish. Acha. Om Shanti.